Hello everybody, thank you for joining me. Yes, I know, glasses. Yeah, went to the opticians relatively recently and it turns out that my eyesight is not quite as good as it was. Although I don't need to have the glasses for driving, it's not been endorsed on my license or anything like that. They are going to help. It's for seeing things in the distance, watching the telly, stuff like that at home. But yeah, the optician also said they'll help with me seeing further into the distance when I'm reading road signs and stuff like that. So yeah, got to get used to wearing them because it's only going to get worse. Today we are off to Totton, just outside Southampton, and we're going to be picking up the big chipper, the large chipper. That's the thing that's on the trailer that we then load up onto the trailer with the JCB, and then that's going to somewhere else in Southampton, another SO postcode, and then from there it's back to the same place to pick up the big deadweight, the big roller, and again we're taking that to this other SO postcode, and then from there I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, got about half an hour to go till I get to Totton, just about to get on the A34, so yeah, let's get cracking. Well, according to the tracker, the machine should be just up here. Not sure if they're going to be on the right or the left. Ideally I need somewhere to turn around before I get loaded though, but doesn't always work like that. Hopefully I've programmed the sat-nav correctly as well. A bit further up. Let's put my flashy lights on. You can see where they've been doing all the patch repairs. And then in there where I can't get. Just going to wait for this traffic to clear, as much of it as I can, and I'm going to turn around in that lane that's over to the right hand side. At least that's what I'm hoping to do. It's not going to be the easiest thing to do because now, come on, because I now need to stop up here. The trouble is now is it's rush hour. I'm going to come far down here so that we are clear of those junctions. Yeah, go get this machine loaded now. Get that door shut. Engine on. Very beepy as we know. Bucket up. Get rid of the water out of it. Yuck. Want it in second gear. Sort that window out as well. Alright. Back up a little bit. Make it easier to get past this roll up. Right. Some lights on as well. The road hasn't quietened down that much, but it looks like we might have caught it just about right. Trying to line this up, get it as straight as possible, as early as possible. Get this bucket up now, we're closer, so I can see as we come up the ramps. I can tell just by looking. Let's have a quick need to go backwards, shift over just a little bit. There we go. It's not going to take much. Over just a tiny bit. Now back over this way. And then by the time we're going straight, lower that down. I think we're okay there. Switch them lights off, engine off. We're on. This one does overhang the back slightly when the ramps are up, but we should be okay with that. We're going just down the road, so let's get it all chained up and then get out of here. This is a much busier road than I thought it was going to be. Let this cyclist come past us. Don't want to cause them any undue issues. Sat-nav's programmed for where we're going. Although I know where it is, I think Totton Town High Street area has got a weight or width restriction on it. There we go, there's all the faults. There we go. There's no actual faults with the trailer. What it is it's self-leveling. But because I started up and pulled away to try and ease the traffic, it hadn't had a chance to sort itself out. So yeah, we should be okay. So as I was saying, yeah, Totten's got a weight or width restriction on it, so I want to make sure I avoid that. But yeah, it's only 4 miles away where we're taking these machines. So yeah, not sure what the state of the road is like there. It's on the causeway, which is the bit that goes from like where the Southampton docks is over towards Totton, as if you're coming into the New Forest. And they've been doing loads of roadworks there, so I don't know if there is still somewhere for me to pull over or whether I'm just leaving it somewhere and yeah, and a lay-by or something like that. So yeah, have to assess the situation when we get over there. Spoken to the office, because it's not clear where they want this machine, and I have now found out exactly where they want it. Flick this up. Just taking this nice and slow because like always. It's not the easiest thing on such a narrow platform. We are going to do a little bit of off-roading. I don't know if you can see it. You should be able to see it on the other camera though. But the patch of grass that's to my left is where the machine, or this one, is going to be left. I know there's nothing coming behind me because we're actually in the bus lane. That's the safest place for me to do this. Now what we're going to do, bump up here. Keep an eye on that left side because it will swing out. That's the advantage to these being four-wheel drive. You can more or less leave them anywhere. Get it further onto the grass and off the path, and then what we'll do, I'll put the bucket into the ground, lift those wheels off slightly so that they don't sink, not that it should do. All the lights are off. Yeah, ramps up, chains away. Go get that dead weight, and then hopefully by then I've got some information as to where they want that one left. So the other day I got a comment about cross-strapping on a load. So yeah, this load here, you can't cross-strap it. So we've gone from there, that way, and up there, that way. Now, that is pulling left and right. So that is doing exactly what cross-strapping would do. So yeah, because you can't do it, that's what we've had to do. On the back here, we've gone from up here to down here, the same that side. Now, I could have cross-strapped on the back, but there's no need because we're pulling left to right. If we look at the side view, that one is pulling front this way. So we've got some forward pulling on that one. And this one is pulling backwards. So that is pulling in every direction, opposite directions on the opposite sides. So there's no need to do the cross-strapping. Yes, I could have done it on the back, but like I say, just no need. All right, get that door shut. Engine on, revs up, handbrake off. So, just gone to unload the machine, the roller, and it was a little bit chuggery, a little bit like it was running out of diesel, which it was, yeah. So I've had to call the office. Obviously I could take it somewhere and get it fueled up, but there is nowhere around here that takes the fuel cards that we've got, because Roundham Services for some reason doesn't take key fuels. We've got key fuels and Shell, and Roundham's is a BP. So someone's coming down to me, because that's going to be easier than me going off somewhere, because I think the nearest key fuels garage that I know of that can take the card is Sutton Scotney Services, which is 3/4 of the way back to Andover. So yeah, it's going to be quicker for them to get down here. So yeah, just got to sit and wait. Hopefully they're not going to be too long. Yeah, it's just a little bit annoying. It's obvious someone has siphoned the diesel out last night, or it was left with so little in it that I've managed to use just enough to get it up the ramps. But yeah, whatever, it's happened. So yeah, like I say, just sit and wait now. All fueled up, Yeah, both machines fueled up, made it a little bit easier, makes it easier for them this evening. Been and turned around, timed it just right because another lorry has turned up with the paver and a little roller as well for the works. The works is going on the roundabout at the bottom of the 271 over the flyover that's closing tonight. Fuel being nicked is a little bit annoying, but unfortunately we run the risk when we are leaving these machines on the side of the road, which is why we leave them with as little fuel as possible, especially when it's doing jobs like this, because they've got the facilities when it comes to the works actually happening to be able to fuel them up. But of course no one's here at the moment this afternoon with stuff to fuel it up. There's the other truck dropping the stuff off. Yeah, for now, back to the yard, see what I've got to do next. It's going to take me 50 minutes, maybe an hour, depending on traffic, which way I go, etc. So, yeah, let's go see what's next. Nearly back at the yard. I've just been following this hay bale lorry, which I'm going to get straight behind because we're going over a very narrow bridge and it's easier if we both come over straight one after the other, but it's a bit tight. But I don't know if you're going to be able to see on the camera because I'm not sure how well it's going to come through. But he's a wagon and drag, as a lot of hay lorries are, and his front load is leaning over quite a lot. Yeah, like I say, I'm not sure how clear that's going to come through. I'm going to guess what's happened is a big chunk has come out of the side, but that is literally collapsing as we're driving. It's being ripped to pieces by the branches that are overhanging the road. That is, yeah, not good. I can imagine that is not very fun to be driving. Going around some of these corners without rocking and it's already leaning or twisted over. Yeah. Thing is, there's not a lot that he can do about it. He can't stop down here and just push it back on. It's not a little box. Those are some very heavy bales. So you might be able to see it a bit better when he goes around this corner. Just how much that is sticking out and how destroyed it has been. Hopefully he's not got too far to go. Just pulling onto the 303 behind this hay bale lorry. He's going to be very slow up the hills. So let's get past him as quick as we can. He's going to slow down a lot up here. That's for sure. But yeah, if you can see that, how slowly he's going now, but yeah. It's not actually that bad. It's not leaning like I thought it was. It looks like it's slightly different shaped and is bulging out at that point more than, he's flashed me back in, yeah, more than any other point. So yeah, maybe it wasn't leaning. It all looks secure and strapped up properly. It's not looking like he's had a strap break, but yeah, I know trucking around with Jono does hay bales quite often, straw bales. I'll send him a message and ask him if he's had anything like that happen to him. Back at the yard and loaded up for tomorrow. Yeah, it's a bit warm now, so I'm glad to actually be finally done for the day. Off to Hayling Island tomorrow. I'm not sure whether this is going to be a drop and go or a sit and wait job, so I'm going to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, all of those good things, and I'll catch you in the next one.